Could you speculate, since you're here, could you speculate a little bit about our political future?
Well, as I said, this is my 11th campaign and probably the weirdest one yet. I I'm an old fart. You know, I kind of take this stuff seriously. I think there's a lot at stake. Sending kids off to Iraq was not a good idea. And whoever is the next president, when that decision comes, I want it to be a serious person. Politics is, we've been moving toward politics as entertainment for a long time. But we've been moving in another way too. We've been moving toward elective politics as mostly a marketing exercise. And so Hillary Clinton, for whom I have a lot of respect, and I've known for a very long time, who I believe really does take issues in policy very, very seriously. When she speaks to the public, she talks political talk. People now understand what focus group tested language sounds like. Donald Trump is not focus grouped, has not focus grouped. And I think that there's a certain attraction there. And I think part of it is the distance that our politicians, especially my unfortunate generation of politicians, have had from the actual acts of service, from having been involved not just in wars, but being doctors in poor neighborhoods, or teachers in poor neighborhoods, or lawyers at the labor department, like a labor board. I think, look around you in the city. What's the most corrupt job in this city? Probably building inspector, right? What if we required young people who wanted to be licensed as architects and structural engineers to spend a year or two as a building inspector? I think that's one way we get our citizenship back. And as I said, you can't do democracy without citizenship. And this year, more than any other, it seems to me that is a real threat. It's a real threat. In recent days, I've talked to a number of Republicans who really have now coming to believe that Donald Trump will win that nomination. I'm not sure. I've done this too long to make predictions. But what if he does? And on the Democratic Party side, as I also said, Hillary and Bernie and the others talk an awful lot about individual rights, women's rights, gay rights. I'm in favor of all those rights, by the way. And various ethnic identities, Latino caucus, Black caucus. You go to the DNC site and look at the list of caucuses. It's unbelievable. There's a left-handed People's Caucus, practically. I'm a lefty. And I think that, as I said, she's missing 2 of the 3 words on her husband's bus. She hasn't asked us to do anything. Her college tuition program is I think, a responsible one, but she and her husband invented AmeriCorps. Why aren't we hearing about that? And so, people that say to me, oh, you must be having a great time covering this election. And I got to say, I'm not. It's really become a heavy schlep because things that I thought we had thought through in the past suddenly are not thought through. And people are free to say all kinds of crazy stuff. And it's not just Donald Trump. When Lindsey Graham says that as soon as the Ayatollah gets the bomb, he's going to launch on Israel, that's crazy. I mean, I've been to Iran a couple of times. They got 12 million people in Tehran, and why on earth would they launch on Israel knowing that 15 minutes later they would be incinerated? So, I mean, the standard has been lowered to such an extent, and too many of my colleagues are still playing this as if it's just a game. I love the horse race, but this has to be about something a lot more than that, really. So I don't know what's going to happen, and I hope that people start paying attention and instead of just enjoying the zingers. And that's probably the least satisfying answer I could give you.
Hi guys, thanks for watching this Politics and Prose Events Essential. We are a bookstore, so if you're interested in checking out the books featured in this video, click here to buy it from our website. If you want to watch more highlights from our other spectacular events, click here. To watch the full version of this author's talk, click here. Or to stay up to date on all of our events, follow our social media accounts by clicking these guys down here. And don't forget to check out our whole channel and subscribe to our other videos. Do that by clicking on the Politics and Prose logo up here in this corner. Right here. Click. Thank you. So nice. So nice. You guys are the greatest. So great.